Grand Rising, Grand Rising. How is everyone doing today? I do apologize. My system decided that today was the day it wanted to give me some issues, but that's okay. We're going to keep it moving. Um, I am so glad to be here on today. I know that this was probably late, um, but this was in a spur of the moment. I wanted to do this. I I wanted to do this live and entitle this "Cyberbullying and Harassment: How to End It." I wanted to do that because there's so much going on. Uh-oh. Hold on. All right, there we go. I wanted to do this because so much is going on this app. There's a lot of cyberbullying and things going on, and I wanted to take this moment to actually bring awareness to the situation because I know that myself and some others aren't the only ones that have experienced this type of behavior from other content creators. And so this is to really educate, to try to educate you all, the viewers, and to encourage you, and to hopefully give you some steps that you can take to resolve situations like this. So I do have a special guest and I'm going to bring them up shortly. I want to let you all know that I have two new videos coming up. I'm sorry, well, I get hot all the time, so I slept with the window open, and now I got all types of things going on. But I have two new videos coming out next week, one on Tuesday and one on Wednesday. The first one that's going to come out is on Bishop Marvin L. Winans. Oh, last year I had someone. Can you all hear me clearly? If you can hear me clearly, can you drop a 1 in the chat for me? If you can hear me clearly without any lag and without any static, place a 1 in the chat. So last year, Priscilla asked me what was my thoughts on the incident with Bishop Marvin L. Winans. I told her that I was debating whether I wanted to do a video on that because I was in my feelings and in my emotions and very frustrated at what had taken place at his church. I didn't get to do it last year, but I did get to do it this year. So that's part one. That's part one. You'll have to come back for part two. but I had to find myself taking a no break from even Pat Bishop Marvin Winans story because it was just ridiculous. And so you'll get part one Tuesday, and then I did another one on an incident that took place in Florida. And I found myself in a frustrated and enraged place because the story is so horrifying that it's just sad. And you'll see how lives can be turned upside down and inside out. And once one sink, it was like a domino effects to the situation. And from that point on, everything went left. So that one is called The 36-Year-Old Man in Florida. Paid his 21-year-old cousin to unalive a 17-year-old high school female student. And that one's going to come out on Wednesday. Now, I did something that for everybody that's going to be tuning in for that one, I put some trigger warnings within the beginning of the message. So I want you all to pay attention to the message in there and make a decision, because I know that it can be triggering, and I know that it can be it can bother and affect people's peace. So I want to make sure that you get the warning before the video starts. Well, I'm gonna hurry up because my throat is trying to cut up, and I don't want it going out on me. So we're gonna get ready to get started. So my guest here today, you all seen this person here, and you know him. So put your hands together and welcome St. Louis to the platform again. I think you can unmute.
Hello, my brother. Can you hear me loud and clear?
Yes, I can hear.
Well, before we begin, how are you today? And thank you for having me as your guest.
You're welcome. You are so welcome. I think that it's important that we have conversations like this. And let me put this out there. When I've decided to do this, I wanted to do it one-on-one with people, not as a panel, but one-on-one, so that I can get where their mindset is and where their opinions, and even to find out if they had prior experiences in such a matter. So what my plan is to do a show with one person at a time. So maybe next week or a couple of weeks down the road, if my time permits, I'll get someone else, get another um, special guest to come up and have this same conversation. So uh, we're going to get ready and get into it. Hey, Sparkles.
So I want to say before we start, anybody that I'm not affiliated with, please don't, mention me in your videos. No title of no videos. No tagging me in community posts or anything like that. I just want to keep everything respectful and peaceful, and I would appreciate it. And we can proceed, brother. I'll let you start. This is your panel, so I'll let you begin.
Okay, before we go really get into the topic, I just want to rewind the hands of time just for a split second, a few moments. I want to know, what was your childhood like? Not uh, within the home, but a popular? Um, were you a popular student among your peers, or were you just set aside and stayed to yourself?
I stayed to myself a lot. I didn't hang around a crowd of people. I'm mostly a loner. My circle is really small. So like I never hung out with a lot of people in school. I wasn't like, the popular one that everybody wanted to hang around. Uh
Hmm.
I mostly stayed to myself. I have experienced bullying in my life.
Okay, that's what I,
Where huh?
that's what I wanted to know.
Okay.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
I've experienced my share of bullying, growing up in the hood in Missouri and whatnot. People took my kindness and my quietness for weakness, and a couple of times, I would walk away, but when it, came time to where I had to like, really defend myself,
Hmm.
there were times where those situations came up. And I wasn't the type of person that, that would go looking for trouble. I don't bother people. I don't bother people unless they bother me. I warn you, but if you don't heed that warning, then whatever happens, happens. But for like I said, the most part, like I've had people bully me in school and stuff like that. In high school, not really. People knew not to mess with me in high school. My mom had put me in martial arts when I was 8 years old. So people know that, you know, growing up with me that were in high school with me, some of the people that knew me from elementary school, they kind of, like stayed, clear of me. I took part in sports in high school, basketball. I was on a wrestling team,
Hmm.
swimming. I was real athletic in school and everything, weightlifting, powerlifting, stuff like that.
Okay. How, how how did you handle it? Because I know even when I was in school, I was definitely not the popular. I was very shy. Um, I was shy, scared, and I was just a broken child. Let me put it that way. Uh, for 2.5 years in high school, they picked and attacked me verbally, and then it started becoming physical. And like you, well, you reached a point to when you done had enough, and once you reach that point, you just kind of black out and snap, and not in an insane way, but in a way where they know that you mean business. So I had to start putting a few knots on a few people's heads. So what I'm want to know is it does it hit differently as a teenager, as more so as an adult? Does it hit differently? Is there a different feeling to experiencing bullying and
Well,
harassment?
oh, I didn't mean
Go
to
ahead. No,
interrupt
no,
you.
I was done.
No,
I
oh,
was
it kind of hits differently now, because with technology advancing, you got folks, making up fake documents saying that that you're something that you're not. It hits really differently now opposed to back then, because back when I was growing up, well, back in our era, yours and mine, we didn't
Mhm.
have internet access. There was no social media back then. You know what I'm saying? So a
Right.
lot of the people that are doing this stuff now that you and I know, those are cowards, because those now, if we were in a room together with those people that's doing this stuff, they wouldn't be talking half
Yep.
of that stuff, and they know they wouldn't. So uh it's different now because a lot of people are doing it behind the camera. A lot of people are doing it
Mhm.
behind the scenes. They're not like in person bullying you like they were back when we were growing up. Now people are hiding behind avatars and, profiles, and doing things that they know that they wouldn't do in that particular individual's presence.
Right.
So it does kind of hit differently now opposed to back then, because back then, wasn't nobody making up documents and doing all of
Oh,
that stuff. I mean people would
they were
spread lies.
lying. Hmm.
People would spread rumors about, your mama this, your mama that. But now people are going to the extreme now, with AI, and using
Yeah.
using your image with AI, and making it look like that your teeth is in the cup of water, or making it look like you in a jail cell. It's done. We'll get to that though.
Yeah, we
I
will.
just thought I'd put that in there.
Define. Give me your definition of bullying and harassment.
My definition of bullying and harassment is one, when a person groups up with another group of people, and they all are conspiring together behind the scenes to
Hmm.
take you out, making up stuff about you, editing your pictures, making you look a certain way,
Right.
uh, making up phony documents about you, paying people to paying other people to get information, or selling other people information, following you from channel to channel, turning people against you, when you speak up and defend yourself, false flagging. Man, if I, boy, 2024, when I came across these other demons, I
Uh-huh.
ain't never experienced nothing like this.
I
And
know
I've
you.
been and I've been on this app for over 20 years. And I ain't never experienced nothing like this, because back then, when a channel got deleted, you couldn't make no more channels. That was it. But since Google then took over, a lot of things
Mhm.
changed. But man, I have to say, these demons that we dealing with, boy.
And just to add on to that, um, I would say bullying and harassment has now come to a place where really come to a place where it's been intensified, so to where it's toxic and it's become dangerous. And I learned from being in school that weak people tear you down so that they can keep themselves looking good in everybody else's eyes. But sooner or later, that method is going to fall dead to the ground because you can only do so much if you got morals. But these people in this time don't have them. They don't have no morals. They don't have anything. It's just a big, compassionless, heartless, dangerous type of bullying. And it's one, excuse me, hold on. It's one thing to have it done when you're younger, but to get up in age and become adults and still have to deal with that type of atmosphere, it's shameless and it's shameful and it's really sad because it can that people don't know how this type of stuff affects a person's mental. Young people, teenagers go through this on a lot of them go through this on a daily basis where they're being cyberbullied and harassed and stalked, and their mental state, they break them so to the point to where they unalive themselves. Not only young people, but you have some adults that break at it and they can't take it. All they want is peace. They don't want that. They don't want to fight with nobody. They don't want to be with nobody. They just want to live life. But just by happenstances, folks, either number one, they try you because you either didn't do what they wanted or they have made up in their mind that they just don't like you. And it causes them to pour others onto a hate train. And it becomes dangerous and toxic. And a lot of folks have been on this app, Facebook, Instagram, being just attacked. And they broke and they didn't know what to do. And because of that, you had folks to say, telling them, encouraging them to unalive themselves. Go ahead, do it. I wish you would do it. And all of this until they just break at that point and do just that. How is your mental state? Let's talk about the mental state of being bullied and harassed over the internet.
It can definitely mentally weigh you down. Like, if you don't mind, I'll share this. Like when
Mhm.
folks was making up fake articles about me saying that I was a pedophile and I did all of this and I did all of that. Oh, it made me want to go find that individual. Um I'm like, wow, like you really trying to get me off this app that you're going, this to this extreme. And then the ones that were with the individual, they know it was a lie, but then they went and
Mhm.
did live streams and they co-signed on the lie.
Right.
But you know what really helped me? You helped me and the Most High helped me. Um, you know, you and I talk behind the scenes. It's no secret, you helped me a lot. And then when I started getting in the word and I started praying, the Most High assured me that He was going to take care of these individuals. And He already has been dealing with some of them.
Absolutely.
They plot. And then I have to bring this up too. And then it's a particular individual on here that I tried to help. Uh, I'm gonna call him Flip Flopper. You know who I'm talking about.
Okay.
I tried to help this individual, and When this individual gets corrected, they don't like to be corrected. They'll flip and go right over to the same group of people that they were just talking about. And I mean, it's like, I get people, to text me like, hey, man, he's still talking about you. This particular bully has been doing live streams telling lies on me since May of last year. That's
Mhm.
like 8 months. You know, there was something disturbing that I sent you yesterday that individual was talking about doing to Sparkle. And it's like this individual sits online daily. They're angry at themselves. They're obviously failing in life. They're mad at the world, and they're just coming on here lashing out at you, lashing out at me and other people. It's like, dude, I don't even say nothing to you. And it's like, you're mad at me because Jason Paul is my friend and you're not. And I tried to mentor you. I tried to help you. I don't get up at 2 o'clock in the morning when somebody called me when they wanted to talk. But, the Most
Mhm.
High showed me that that person was just only doing that for attention. So, like, when I don't answer my phone the way that that person want me to answer the phone, they'll do a live about me. And I heard their mother telling them the other day, "You leave that man alone." His
Oh,
mother heard him saying stuff about me. She said, "You need to quit saying all of that stuff." I'm like, oh, he was getting mad at his mother. She
oh,
was getting on to him, and she told him once before to leave me alone. It's like at this point, it's like it's clout chasing. You're using my name or Eagle's name or Sparkle's name or One Love's name or Mookie's name to get content. You're trying to draw an audience. And then uh, the one particular fella that wants to be a Norwood so bad, he been over there encouraging this guy to do this. And then the bully even said it on the live that he talks to that person on the phone about us. So that particular individual has that person that claims to be a prophet doing this. But see, that person that claims to be a prophet, which he's not, he knows right from wrong. You know what I'm saying?
mhm.
You ain't never done anything to him. I
Except
remember
just as
when
a person to remove my picture from there.
exactly. Now I remember the time
But
when, he was threatening your moderators and stuff. So it's like, let me ask you, so like since you've been experiencing this with this group of people,
mhm,
how has it made you feel that you got the one Jezebel that's been targeting you because you
mhm.
wouldn't condemn two consenting adults? Like, how has it affected you with what that person was doing?
Well, because I went through it when I was younger, I experienced it at a deeper depth and level. Let me pull that down right quick. That I went through that, so I was already prepared for this type of behavior when I came to this app because God let me know that He was going to allow me to come to this app and do ministry here. But there were going to be obstacles, there were going to be attacks, but He had prepared me for it. So, to answer your question, I'm really not affected by it. Um, I don't get depressed. I don't lose my joy. I don't. I still have a praise, and the only reason why it doesn't affect me so much because I've learned to lean and depend on God, and God is my rock that keeps me stable, and He's taught me how to take a licking and keep on ticking. And one of the things that He taught me when I was younger was to never let the devil see you sweat, and that's 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 how I am. I never let the devil see me sweat. I I have peace about it. I have real peace. The Bible says that when you keep your mind stayed on Jesus, He will give you peace that passeth all understanding, and that's That's how I've been handling it. These folks on this app or nowhere else is going to take my peace. They're not going to rob me of my peace. They're not going to rob me of my joy. And see, and we'll talk a little bit more about this later. But when people cannot find anything on you, I need you all to remember this. When they can't find anything on you, they're going to start making up lies. They're going to start making up false narratives. This is what they're going to do to get at you. Why? Because they either don't like you or you challenged somebody that's their bestie. So I'm good with it. I am good. I am good with it. Let me ask you this. Let's talk about this standpoint. The cyberbullying and the harassment has always either started because either somebody don't like you and don't even know you. For whatever reason, they just don't like you. Maybe they heard something that somebody else said about you and just decided that they don't like you. They might have just met you for a split second and decided they don't like you. Um, and then you just got those that don't like you and want to fight with you all the time. Is that how the cyberbullying and harassment and stalking started for you on here?
With these particular groups of individuals, it started with me when I had Essie Berry on my platform, and they wanted to come on my platform to attack her. And like I said, my platform, my rules, just like you got rules on your platform. Like you ain't gonna
Right,
let nobody come on yours and attack me, and I'm not gonna let nobody come on mine and attack you.
right.
So Essie was on my panel. She was telling her story about how
Okay.
these people were bullying her. So the particular individual that, likes to call himself a boogeyman or whatever, he wanted to
Mhm.
come on my panel. And I told him, if you come on my panel, you're not going to bully Essie. I'm not going to have that over here. I said, now what you do on your channel, that's on you. Oh, I'm
Right.
not going to say nothing to Essie. So I let him up. He did the exact opposite of what he said he was going to do. So I muted. So Essie told me, she said, please don't let him attack me. So I muted his
Right.
mic. I said, wait a minute. I told you, if you come on my panel, you're not going to attack her. He
Right.
got mad and felt like that he could do what he wanted to do. So I kicked him off my panel.
Hmm.
So ever since then, he's been coming for me because I wouldn't let him attack her. And I'm not going to let him attack her. I believed Essie from the very beginning. When I first heard her testimony, I believed her from the very beginning because the same individuals was doing the same thing to me and other people. So once I wouldn't let that particular person come on my platform to bully Essie, that's when he started attacking me, making up fake articles about me,
Hmm.
bullying me, and then the No Dove character teamed up with him. He started doing it, and then of course the fake attorney, she started doing it to try to silence my voice. And then that's how I came into contact with UP. She
Okay.
shared her story with me. I interviewed a couple of people on my platform that was being bullied by those particular individuals. So God connected me with other people who was going through the same thing that I was going through, that Essie was going through, that know the history of these individuals, what they're capable of. And I want to educate the audience on this.
Hmm.
Be careful who you trust on YouTube. Not everybody. You can't confide in everybody. Don't send nobody no pictures of your kids. Don't send
Yeah.
nobody pictures of your family. Don't give out your personal business because the minute you fall out with these individuals, they're going to put it right out there. They'll make up something, they'll conjure up something. I don't trust a lot of people on YouTube. I'm very cautious with who I talk to. I seek
Hmm.
father out. about who I'm interacting with. So far, since I've been talking to you, I haven't seen nothing that far to say no, don't trust him. You haven't done anything to me for me to see that I can't trust you. So I do trust you.
Okay.
You've earned my trust. But these other individuals, I've tried to help. The other fella, the no dove person, I tried to help him out. He turned on me and started doing stuff. So it's like, you know, I'm real cautious of who I deal with on YouTube. Uh, my mother always told me, beware of a friend that you think is a friend that's not a friend. Just
Mm,
be careful. And you don't know who you could be dealing with. You could be dealing with a Jeffrey Dahmer behind the scenes. You could be dealing with a cult leader. Oh, don't get me started on these cult
uh,
leaders. But
yeah, I'm gonna get to them this year too.
yeah, yeah. Let me not jump ahead. I'm gonna let Eagles rock your show. Eagles, go ahead.
So how long have you been on YouTube dealing with this type of bullying and harassment?
Well, actually, December the 3rd of this year will make 20 years since I've been on YouTube. I came
Good
on here in 2006. Yes. Now, when I first came on here, you could email each other on YouTube.
God.
This was before Google, took over. Back then, when I first came on here, I was in the soap opera sector. I was in the
Hmm.
wrestling sector. I was in the cooking sector. I was in different sectors. All of that wasn't going on back then, to my knowledge. And if it
Okay.
did, when you got blocked, they couldn't see your channel anymore because their IP address was blocked. So, like when I was making content on here, when trolls would come on my channel, I would block them. They
Right.
couldn't, come back on my channel no more. So back in the beginning when I was on here, I didn't really experience any of that situation up
Hmm.
until I came into the religious sector, as we call it, the Geno Jennings sector.
Oh
That's when
Lord.
I started really experiencing, a little bit of the bullying and stuff like that. Of course, with my situation that I was dealing with at the time, and a
Hmm.
particular individual, went and defamed my character and everything. But the Most High Yahweh, he's paying that person back. That person getting exposed left and right. So I didn't experience it as bad over there like I have in this sector.
So we can both agree that bullying and harassment always starts with an unfortunate situation or circumstance.
Exactly. Exactly. If you share your circumstances, people will make fun of your circumstances. If they want to
Mhm.
try to, know who you are, want to know your identity, they'll send somebody to you and act like they want to help you. And then if you don't give a person your information, they'll go back and say that you scammed them and all that. I went through all of that stuff. People lying, saying I was scamming and all that type of stuff, defaming my character. But like I said again, the Most High is getting that person back because they getting exposed left and right on these YouTube streets by a former
Mhm.
member, and I'm enjoying every bit of
Man,
it. Shout out to you, Rock.
so
Keep exposing the truth. Go ahead.
let's talk about how people take the beef from off of YouTube and bring it into reality in real time. What do you what are your thoughts there? Because I know that it's happened with the doxing and putting personal information out. They get slip ups, camera slips, and post them. Let's talk about that difference between it being on YouTube and moving into reality.
Oh, when it comes, well, even when it's on YouTube, it's still reality. But when it
Right.
ventures into a personal thing where like they're talking about like the No Dove character talked about, kidnapping me. Y'all heard the audio,
Mhm.
talked about kidnapping me and stuff and torturing me. When it comes to things like that, oh, you definitely got to be on your guard. And see, I'm on my guard 24/7. Uh, I do have a registered Peace Be Still, and
Oh,
I'm not afraid to use it if anybody break in here that ain't got no business breaking in here.
well,
I sometimes law enforcement don't want to help because they're
right,
lazy. They don't want to do nothing.
right.
But the police here in my state in Missouri, they are well aware of the individuals and they've been very helpful to me as far as reports and everything like that. And I
Mhm.
told you what else is going on, but it's always best to document everything. Like I got cameras where I stay, so like if they were to come over here, they'll be on camera. My neighbors are well aware of what's going on. I showed them what these individuals look like. If you see them around here, call. They know what to do. So uh, we're on high alert. In my neighborhood. My family, they know the situation and everything. So it's always best to let your loved ones know what's going on in case if one of these people decide to, kidnap you. I remember back when I first came on YouTube, there was a gentleman that had went to somebody's school and they pow that person all
Mm,
because of a religious debate, and then that person took their own life. So that's why with the satanic false prophet, that when he be over there talking weird and stuff, I record his stuff for a
mhm.
reason, because it's like I do believe that individual is capable of doing something like that. I always said that person was a future pow upper
Mhm.
at schools in the making. I always said that. So when I hear this person, like yesterday, they made a disturbing live, and I reported it. They were talking
Mhm.
about what they would do to a person's corpse. I record everything,
Oh,
because that individual, that one right there, you got to watch that one. That one you got to
mm,
watch, because that one right there got the mindset of a power, and you gotta watch him. So his police department is well aware of his behavior. I spoke with his apartment manager. He's not even supposed to even be living where he's living at. He's not even on the lease, but I did make them aware of the video he did yesterday. I spoke to the sergeant at the
um,
police department. I'm gonna have to give you that individual's number behind the scenes, but I did speak to the sergeant because somebody else from YouTube had called that department, so they know that individual over there, and they're monitoring his YouTube channel. So while he's busy accusing me of flagging him, you don't know who else could be flagging you too, but he's being watched.
that's right. You and I is in the same boat right now, and that's why I brought up the bullying and harassment leaving YouTube and moving outside of YouTube, because there is this incident, and the one that you're speaking of says that I'm on here complaining about what somebody did. I'm not complaining. I'm not complaining. The thing is that there is a difference when it comes to you standing up and speaking up for yourself and fighting back. I'm not on here for clicks and views and none of that. And just because I tried to bring peace between content creators, the devil got busy and started all this wreckage and this mess. But I understand that when you're on a mission and you're doing God's will, all types of accusations going to come. Now, out of this one incident of me trying to bring peace, and I called the person Jezebel, and they are there's no way that you gonna tell me you're not. Jezebel was just not a hoe. Oh Lord, she wasn't just a prostitute. She was a
Oh,
manipulator.
speak it, bring it out,
She
brother.
was a
Bring it
controller,
out.
and she used her seductiveness to put people under her spell. Now, in order for Jezebel to operate, she needs an Ahab. And when she gets that Ahab, she goes after strong men. She goes after leadership to tear them down. And because of this one incident, that when it happened, there was no mention of me not addressing a situation that came down the line. And now I'm a fake pastor, I'm a gay pastor, and now I'm a pedophile. And when I say we're in the same boat right now, we've had our photos taken to our from our channels, and our channel links connected to sex offenders sites. That's taken a beef way too far. That's really gone outside of YouTube, because you're trying to hurt and destroy and defame somebody's life, their character, and their integrity. I don't care what people think about me, because they thought the same thing when I was in school. So I've been well aware and prepared for this type of stuff. This look, I've been called an pedophile by someone that I worked for. Their wife accused me uh, of being inappropriate with their granddaughters, and that was a lie. But I'm going to stand and trust God that He fixed it back then. He's going to fix it today, because God knows Himself that I would never touch or do anything inappropriate. So all these false narratives and things start coming up and this is where it comes in, where I said earlier that when they can't find anything on you, they start making stuff up. They saying that I have a criminal record. They said that I'm sleeping, that they talked to my pastor, and that I slept with some of the little young boys in the church. Then they turned around and said that I was sleeping with 12 and 14-year-old children, which is a lie. I don't have a record. I don't have a record, because if I did, I wouldn't be able to do what I'm doing today. So my thing is what I'm trying to get across to folks. Don't believe a lie. Don't get half the story and run with it. Don't jump on hate trains and run with that. It's not good. Don't let somebody drag you to hell over something foolish. And daddy, don't do it. Use your own mind to discern what's the truth and what's not. And like you say, a lot of these folks know that what's being said about you and I is a lie. They know it. They know it, but because for some reason they on the hate train and running with it, and it makes them feel good. But I come to remind the devil that no weapon formed against us is going to prosper, and every tongue that rises up against us, we shall condemn. For this is the heritage of the Lord, and we are
Absolutely.
His people. You can chime in.
Absolutely. Let me ask you a question. Have you reported your situation to law enforcement like I did?
Absolutely, absolutely. Because I don't take that lightly. It's one thing if you want to hate me, hate me. It's one thing you can call me gay all day long if you want. You can call me whatever you want. But when you take it that step further and start posting my stuff on different sites, sex offender sites and porn sites, you have crossed the line. And when you have crossed that line, then I am forced. My hands have been pushed to do what I have to do behind the scenes. So my thing is, if this is what people want to keep doing, then keep doing it. Keep running your mouth and sending stuff out. What you do is you don't respond to it. Try not to respond, because see, they saying that we're bullying and harassing them, but nobody have said anything. So who's bullying who? Who's harassing who? Who's stalking who?
I'm
I
gonna get to
don't
that in a
even.
minute. I'm gonna let you finish, but I'm gonna get to that because Father just dropped something in my spirit. But I'm gonna let you finish, and I'll get to that.
I have not even been on this app, and they still got my name in their mouth. Still dragging me, still making accusations. But just keep doing it. I welcome it. It don't bother me. I embrace the negativity, shake it off, and keep it moving. You cannot hurt me. I cannot be hurt by this. Now, I'm not 16 and 17 no more, where I was going depressed and felt some type of way. I'm a grown man. I don't care what you call me. I'm still a grown man, and I can handle it, because when it come my way, I give it to God, and give it to God alone, and let Him deal with you, and He's going to deal with you. I don't care who you are. You may think you're untouchable and all of this. God can reach you. Your arms is too short to fight with God. And when God is ready, He's gonna take revenge on my behalf. And if people really knew, if they really knew how God don't play about me, they would stop. They would stop and just leave me alone. I have asked folks to leave me alone. I've heard what you had to say. Leave me alone. And let's keep it moving. I've said on many occasions, you're forgiven. I'm praying for you. And I love you with the love of God. But yet, this foolishness is what you want to keep doing. So it's fine. So I want people to be careful. Be careful. St. Louis said it earlier. Be careful who you associate with. Be careful, because these folks are toxic and they're dangerous. And they're out to destroy you over something that's so little and petty it don't even make any sense. And that's a shame. Come on, Michael, you can chime in.
Like, I'll give you an example. Like this year, haven't said a word. The so-called princess over in New York got started. I saw a video she made the other night. Somebody sent it to me where she was threatening to go to Dallas and was making threats to harm somebody else. I'm not gonna mention that person's name. You know who I'm talking about. And she just kept talking about, oh, they on here, they call CPS on my son. But wait a minute, but you're the same person though that was selling other people information behind the scenes. I tried to help I tried to help her. And even though she wished death on me and everything like that, then she gave out my Instagram, and they was all coming over on my Instagram page, harassing my followers. I had to delete my Instagram page. They was coming over there harassing all of my followers. They were stealing my photos off of my Instagram, and she was the one that gave my Instagram out. So I find it hypocritical. You want to complain about CPS coming to your door, but when you were on here giving out information, gave out, because she even gave out some information about some medical stuff that, so somebody had shared something with her about some medical stuff, and she went and gave it out. My
Wow.
thing is, you should be focusing on what the CPS worker told you what you need to be doing, but instead you're on social media, using my photo without my permission, putting it
Mhm.
on your page. And then I gotta bring these two up. I gotta bring these two up. Now I think I sent you a screenshot. I think I did. Of there's a individual on there that claims to be the boogeyman's baby mama and his so-called daughter. Now they're followers of Geno Jennings. This is where Geno Jennings ties into this. Now they follow Geno Jennings, right? but
Mhm.
they but they're doing the same evil demonic stuff, regurgitating lies, making little videos talking about myself and other people, using AI to do it, repeating lies. And then the one I gave them little nicknames: Vanilla Midget 1 and 2. Now the oldest one is in her 70s. You should know better. Now you say you're a
Mhm.
Christian, you say you're a holy woman, and Mookie said it best: if you were a real Christian, you wouldn't be associating with evil over there. You condoning what this individual was doing, laughing about this man calling you a pedo preacher and all of
Mhm.
that stuff. So in like the beginning of the year, they did a live and they started up again. And one thing I love about you, Unspoken, she said it best. She said he's evil. Don't give him no content. He's
That's
looking
right.
for content. And that's what it
Mhm.
is. He needs the attention. He's a manipulator. He's a narcissist. So it's like he don't have nothing else to talk about. So he figured, I'll pick on Eagles. I'll pick on St. Louis. I'll pick on uh Alec. I'll pick on Mookie. And Mookie, I commend Mookie for his silence. Mookie
Yes.
has really been silent, and I commend him for that. You know, picking with Paradise, picking with Unspoken. It's like the dude has no life. He has no job. He has no credibility. All he does is sits and makes up lies about people. And the Most
Mhm.
High is taking note of everything. And I remember
Oh yeah.
the fake attorney said, "Well, God don't care about what go on those social media." Oh yeah, He does. When
Yes,
you're
he did.
making up fake articles trying to destroy somebody's reputation, oh, He does care. Do you remember, brother, when Jezebel made a fake letter up and they lied and
Mhm.
said that Naboth had committed blasphemy?
Mhm.
Remember when they wanted Naboth's vineyard?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
They wanted, yeah, Jezebel wanted Naboth's vineyard. So
Mhm.
she forged her husband's signature on the letter
Yes.
and made it look like the king wrote the letter, but it was her that wrote the letter because they
Mhm.
wanted Naboth's vineyard. They had him unalive for his vineyard.
Yes.
That fake attorney over there, that's the real Jezebel. If you can sit up and conjure up a story
Mhm.
and make up a lot, and like I said with articles, and I even said this when I was going back and forth with the other troll, the hair care troll. An
Mm-hmm.
article is going to always have a source. For example, ABC News. For example, Washington Post. They're
Yeah.
always are going to have a reference. The fake articles that they made up about me, it was typed up. There was no sources or anything. I don't have a criminal record. I don't do things like that to kids. That's nasty. And for a person to think of something like that, to conjure up,
It's
that tells
diabolical.
me yes,
Mhm.
that's diabolical. But it tells me the people who I interviewed said that that person was harassing their grandchildren. So that tells me who's the real predator, who the real predator is. But
Yeah.
it's really diabolical to put something up like that
Mm-hmm.
and to make the people, well, the people know it's not true anyway. But to get me to unalive myself, because a lot of them over there have told me, unalive yourself, unalive yourself. No, I'm not going to unalive myself. But you make me get on my knees and I pray, and I rest assured Yahweh don't play about me. He don't play about me, and he's reassured me he going to deal with them. He
That's
going to
it.
deal with them. And like I said, they're going to fall out with each other. They
Oh
are
yeah.
going to fall out with each other. Mark my words. It's going to happen.
Yes.
He knows. Yahweh knows how to make them turn on each other. It's gonna happen. And
Oh.
what else was I gonna say? But yeah, they'll stalk you too.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, like for example, I saw where they were attacking Priscilla because Priscilla had shared a video where the fake apostle was getting exposed. They started attacking her and the other person for sharing the other person's video that was exposing Geno Jennings. They'll watch your channel too. Like for example,
Yes.
the false prophet has followed me. He followed me to Essie's channel, and I loved how Essie checked him and wouldn't let him talk about me. He followed me over to Mookie's channel. He followed me to Unspoken. He followed me to Alex channel. He followed me over here. So he's definitely a stalker, and they're using him. Now notice
Mhm.
those people, they don't promote the false prophet. They don't share none of the false prophet's video. They know he not. They
And
know he's sick. They know he's sick in the head. That he's got a split personality. They don't promote him. They're using him. He's their pet. He's their puppet. So they're using him. They know he's a flip flopper. But because they can use him to come after us, you
mm-hmm.
know, they're just using him.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm gonna give you the floor. Let you let you chime in a bit.
You know, I made the decision that when I cross over into 2026, that I'm not I'm not going to address them. I'm not going to do any of that anymore because it cost me last year when I was addressing them and trying to defend myself. It drained me, it exhausted me to the point to where I could make content because I was so tired all the time. And so what I've decided to do is to just pay them dust, let them talk, gather the evidence to build your case. And that's what you all need to do when you are in a situation where you're being cyberbullied and being harassed. Don't entertain them. Don't give them no response. Just gather your information so that you can build a case against them because they want you to respond clearly. They want you to respond and they want you to reply so that they can say, "Oh, I'm a victim. Oh, victim. Oh, they bullying me. They harassing me. They stalking me. They did this and did that." So you just don't. You just pay them no attention. You dust your feet of them and you keep moving. Focus on your assignment. Focus on creating your content. Let them talk. Let them talk. The more they talk, see, if the devil had any good sense, the devil would just shut up, because the more he talks, the more he sends out information. He gives and sends out um, evidence. So just let them keep talking. Let them keep sending the emails. Let them keep making posts. Let them keep doing all of that. You just screenshot it, gather the information, and it will help you down the road. Why do I say that? Because it'll show who's harassing who's bullying who. Again, I had not been on here. I had not said anything about nobody. I said that I was going to come on, do content, and keep it moving. But because my life is so busy on the outside of YouTube, I'm not on as much or producing as much. But when I see that open window of free time, I upload as much as I can. And so, again, I wasn't even on here. And I've got videos being made about me um, by this false prophet. And he's doing nothing but regurgitating what he's heard. He's only regurgitating those lies. And I'm sure that he's probably still upset because I asked him to remove my picture. But that's okay. You allow them to do what they're going to do. And the more they do, you just gather. Just screenshot and gather and begin to build a case against them. Don't let this stuff get you down. Don't let it drive you crazy. Don't let it drive you to the point of being depressed. Don't let it bother you so till you're ready to just give up and throw in the towel. Never let anybody silence you. Don't let nobody take your voice away. You can still have a voice and not respond to them. You have an audience that you should be entertaining with content, inspiring them, praying for them, ministering to them. Don't let the devil distract you till you forget your own assignment. Don't let the devil distract you so until he makes you compromise your relationship with God. Just embrace it, hand it over to the Lord, and keep it moving. Just keep it moving. I want you to speak on St. Louis about gathering evidence.
Yes, gather as much evidence as you can. Do you fellas know how much money I've spent buying USB hard drives? USB hard drives ain't cheap.
No,
Go to Best Buy, get you one that saves a bunch of gigabytes. Get some off of Amazon. They even got some where you can get some for your phone. Take screenshots, record videos. I record everything anyway. Download the videos if you have to. Create you a folder, because like I got 9 folders. I got over 9 folders. The false prophet got a folder with all of his videos that he done did with threats. No Dove got a folder with all he. I got all of them in one, like in different folders for each one. Take screenshots. They do live streams. Screen record. Document. Um, if they use your image to generate it with AI, and by the way, that is a privacy violation. If you and Like I said, AI can be used for good, and it can also be used for evil. and they're using AI for evil. Uh, if your image is generated with AI, that is a privacy violation. You can report it. Um, Also, they this is another thing that the satanic boogeyman been doing. He's
Hmm.
been subscribing myself and a few other people to these LGBT sites.
Yes, let's
So
talk about that. Talk.
yeah, so when I had issues with when me and Sparkle went to war, Sparkle had my email address. Sparkle has never registered my email address on those sites. When me and One Love was going to war, One Love ain't never registered my email on those sites. That's one thing I can say about the two of them. They never registered my email on no gay websites, weight loss websites. I got one yesterday. They done started with the Viagra websites. All kind of stuff coming to my email. I woke
Lord.
up this morning. I got an email from Viagra, something about Viagra. It says, please confirm your subscription. I said, boy, these people are something else. And I already, it's him because he admitted on the live that he's doing it.
Hmm.
That he registered my stuff on the Viagra website. Signed me up for the United Democrat Associates for the LGBT community. Got me registered on that. Registered me for the Donald Trump thing. Registered me for that. So this is what I do. I screenshot. I email the website, let them know who's doing it. I tell them stop sending me this stuff because I didn't sign up for this stuff.
Right.
So everything that I've been getting with these emails started in September of last year. And then I
Okay.
heard from Alec that Alec was getting the same thing that I was getting. I told Alec, I said, mark it as spam. Get
Hmm.
in contact with the website administrator. Let them know who's doing it. Don't accept no subscriptions. Don't click on no links. Don't do none of that.
Right.
Because if you click on a link, it's a possibility you could get spammed or he can try to infect your device.
Hmm.
So I'm not changing my email. That email that they've been doing that's a business email.
Oh wow.
So I've already contacted who I needed to contact in regards to that. Also, I want to tell the people, get you a PI, get you a private investigator. I'm going to tell you why it's important. Now, I got four of them that I'm suing, right? There's
Hmm.
one that drives a truck. He won't get off the truck because he knows the minute that he gets off the truck, those who he's wronged is going to come after him legally. So the minute I get word that he's off that truck, I'm coming after him legally. Get you a PI. The PI can do a lot of things that you know your money can only go so far with these people search websites. But get you a PI. Now, that individual, this other particular individual that's been harassing us, we know him as CW. You know, I'm not gonna say the name because he'll flag your video. So we'll just say CW. So that CW individual, that picture that was floating around with that mugshot, that is him. PI confirmed it was him. That email address of his is connected with that individual. So that individual also made a mistake and said something about Oklahoma. Funny that CW was also connected with Oklahoma because they've been arrested in Oklahoma. So that person is him. Get you a private investigator, a reputable private investigator. So I found a good one here.
Hmm.
She's a real good one. The one that I got, real
Oh.
good, and giving me a lot of things that I need. And currently, we're working on finding the troll, the so-called attorney that say they live in Mississippi. We working on finding that one. That because that one's important. That's one of the ones that I'm going after legally. That one lied and said that I took $80,000 out of her bank account.
Hmm.
So this is what they'll do too. They'll make up all kind of lies about you. They'll gang stalk you. They'll cyberbully you. They'll false flag you. Anytime you expose them. Now here's the kicker. They lied and said that I got banned from YouTube. That's not true
That's
because I
same
got
thing said about me too.
yeah. They said that you was banned from YouTube.
Yeah.
I I remembered the password to one of my channels that I had back in 2013 that I had forgot about. I got over 2,000 subscribers on that channel. I do other content on that channel. They
Mhm.
won't find that channel. See, they want to know what channel that is. They
Right.
not gonna know that channel. But the individual that's saying that I'm not supposed to be on YouTube, that individual lost 9 channels, getting ready to lose the one that he got now, because every time he gets on panels, when they call him the truth, he'll stop them and tell them don't call him that
Oh.
because
Oh.
he don't want YouTube knowing that
Okay.
he don't want YouTube knowing that he's back under a different name. I caught that, but
Wow.
he won't. Yeah, he won't be having the Boogeyman channel for long either. Shout out
Oh,
to Alec. I'll leave it
yeah.
at that. But
Let's go ahead.
what was I about to say? If they get now with the phone number stuff, don't never give nobody your real number. Give them your text now number. Because if you give them your real number, they can try to track you if they get mad. Give them your text now number. Get a text now number and give it to them. Never give out your real phone number to these people. Go ahead, brother. What were you about to say?
Let's because you said a real mouthful right there, and I want to I want to talk about the fact that they are using my channel's names to email folks and register you, Priscilla, Alex, Jason to all these sites. So let me say this. If anybody on this app, any of my subscribers, anybody, if you get an email from me, I know he did the devil is a lie. I'm gonna handle you in a few minutes. Um, if you get an email that's got pedo, pastor, eagles, Baptist, pedo, whatever it is, it's not me.
Did you see him down there? Didn't I tell you
I
he'd be
see.
over here stalking? Oh, I want to say this. I didn't mean to interrupt.
Go ahead.
If you use Eagles video, I'm gonna flag you because
Oh, I
one.
got something. I
Oh,
look. I'm finna show you
I'll
something.
let him
Keep
tell you,
talking.
but
Keep
you
talking. I'm
don't
finna
got
show you
okay
something. Keep
okay
going.
okay.
Keep
You
going.
don't you don't have my permission, Jeremy, to use my voice on your channel, my logo, because that's that logo that I have, that's copyrighted. You don't have permission to use that on your channel. If I get wind of it, I'm gonna flag you. If I get wind that you done put it on Facebook, I'm gonna flag you. If I get it wind that you done put it on Twitch, I'm gonna flag you. Now you claim now let me address him real quick. I promise, Eagles, I'm gonna be nice. I promise. You say that we're harassing you, but you're over here, sir. Now I know they done. I know they done called and sent him over here. Now you say that we're harassing you when you get flagged, sir. Have you ever thought that maybe the police could be watching your channel because they do know about the video that you made yesterday where you made threats on Sparkle and talked about what you was gonna do to Sparkle's corpse? They do have that video, so I'm not gonna continue wasting my time on him. But like I said, we rebuke the devil. The devil ain't
Mhm.
got no place over here. We don't entertain the devil over here. So, brother, I'm gonna let you handle it. Priscilla, if you in the chat, get him out of here.
You see the picture up on the screen? That is now my logo, and I am putting it in my videos now. So if you play them, you gonna be struck. I'm gonna get you. I'm gonna flag your stuff. And you can run back and tell your little friends over there that I said it, but I'm gonna flag you. Because now I put my logo up in my videos at the beginning and the end. So anybody see this picture here on that channel, let me know so I can hit it. Because see, here's what I don't understand. You say I'm boring and I don't have content, but you seem to come over here on all my channels and snatch my videos and take them over to yours and play them. And people ask you not to do that, but you keep doing it. So I just want you to keep doing it. So when that picture shows up or my likeness come up again, I'm getting you. Point blank. I'm coming for you. Huh. Just know that.
Same thing with my logo. I hear my voice. My logo was up. You put my name in the title of your video. Just know you about to get you gonna be getting emails from YouTube because I'm coming for that channel. Now, brother, before the devil came in here and interrupted, you said I had touched on some things. What were you getting ready to say before the devil came in and interrupted?
You said a mouthful, and I'm trying to remember that thought that we were talking about the emails. I wanted you to address the
Oh yeah, you
email.
wanted to. Yeah, so Alec had sent me a screenshot where this individual had put me, Jason, you, and Alec on some blog, left our names on a blog. It was I think Alex said it was a gay blog. I don't know, but
Mm-hmm.
Alex had sent me the screenshot, showed me the website. So when I went on the blog, I didn't see it anymore. So I contacted the blog administrator, and I had sent them the screenshot that Alec had sent me.
Okay.
So if you watch that last live that Alec did when I was on there, we were showing receipts where
Repeat. Yes.
the clown was emailing Jason and telling Jason that he was
Right.
putting me and you on pedophile sites, porn. I'm gonna say corn sites. You know what I'm talking about?
Mm-hmm.
On corn sites, calling you an Edo preacher and all of that type of stuff, and then finding some girl to interview about some girl that you supposed to hit done something to. We put all them receipts out on that live that Alec did, and shouts out to Alec because Alec did a good job on that live. I don't know what
Yeah.
happened to the video. I don't know if the clown flagged Alec video or if Alec took it down. But if you got all those receipts, that's what was going on. Like the clown was like emailing Jason, telling Jason that he was putting your stuff, my photos and your photos on those sites.
As well as our channel links. He
Correct. And
connected to
yet,
them.
and yet people on his team are supposed to be quote unquote Christians, and they think all this stuff is funny. They don't call him
Mhm.
out on it.
And they're not.
Yeah, they don't hold his hand to the fire. They don't hold him accountable, but Yahweh gonna hold you accountable. He was mocking the Most High's name. Now, the Most High's name is Yahweh. It's not uh
Absolutely.
Yabba Dabba Doo. He
Yeah.
makes fun of his name.
Go ahead.
He makes fun of the Most High's name. He's gonna get you. He assured me he's gonna get you. He spoke through Mookie that he gonna save you for last, boogeyman. He gonna get you. He's gonna get you. He's gonna get you real good. But go ahead, brother.
Yeah.
Did you block him out the chat?
I've got to. I can't see him in the chat, so I don't know why. And I don't know. There were two lives that showed up, so I'm gonna have to figure out where the other one is.
I'm pretty sure he's streaming the live, but if I see it, I'm gonna flag it.
Oh, As soon as you see, I hope he is. So as soon as you see this image of my logo on his screen, then flag him and I'll send it to me and I'll flag it too. Because this is ridiculous. These folks are making issues out of nothing. And if you ask somebody respectfully to remove something, then you should just respectfully just do it. Now, during that time, I tried reaching out to him. I left comments on his in his chat. I left comments on the comment section, and they disappeared. So then he goes around saying that I've done too much, and because I made a video addressing him and telling him that I'm not asking you to take the video now, I'm asking you to take my image out. It became this whole big issue. So you all be careful about these folks that use your image and things. If you ask them to remove it and they don't, you have no other choice but to flag their stuff and to report them. Now he comes over here and gets all of my videos and go play them on his channel and then dog me out. Call me Mr. Potato Head, and he's called me a few fat agates and all of this. I don't keep it up. Just keep it up. Because
And
I'm
he's
not
supposed to be
worried.
a prophet. And supposed to be a prophet though.
How is it that the prophet only sees what goes on with the people on YouTube, but don't see what's going on in
He a
reality?
prophet, all right. He's Baal's prophet. Because you ain't Yahweh's prophet.
It's just messy. But going back, so if anybody
Yeah, so let's go back to our topic. Let's not entertain him. So go back to what you were saying now.
if anybody receives any email from me with pedo in it, just know it's not me. It's not me. And another thing they do, we're just giving you all the methods and the process of what diabolical people do on this app. Everybody on here isn't diabolical, but there is surely a lot that is. And when they do things like this, make up false emails to register people to sites in another person's name, that's diabolical. When you take somebody's photos and their channel links and put them up on sex offender sites, that's diabolical. You really trying to hurt me. If I'm not a real pastor, if I'm a fake pastor, they're surely going through a lot to discredit a fake pastor. Somebody make that make sense. But again, if you get emails with my name and pedo and Baptist pedo or whatever it is, it's not me. Just delete it and keep it moving. You can tell me.
So, same with me. If you get anything that has my name on it, pedo Lou, anything like that, thank you. You get anything like that with my name on it, it's not me. Now, I'm gonna tell you what else they did.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna tell you what else they're doing. They're using fake email addresses. They're using fake email addresses to email and harass. Proton emails.
Mm-hmm.
Unspoken touched on that. Now, Liz Jackson is doing some of this stuff as well. Now, I don't know if you watched Alex live,
Mm-hmm.
but I showed a receipt
I called the replay.
where
It was
Okay,
very well done.
yeah, the where somebody named Caroline had emailed me. Now the way
Mhm.
that the email was written, and we compared it with her community post, she sent that one. So it's not just him doing it, is she's
Right,
doing it too. And this is supposed to be from a so-called attorney. Now,
right.
Eagles, let me ask you a question.
Hmm.
If a guy, thank you. If a guy on the internet, excuse me, y'all, I'm getting ready to eat some lunch that was prepared for me. I'm gonna eat it in a minute. I have some salmon salad, y'all. Some real good salmon salad too. I'm starting to eat more vegetables and stuff and deter away from meat. So
Absolutely.
I have a salmon salad here with some tomato, mushroom, some cheese, some parsley, cucumbers, and some garlic and some
Okay.
onion. So real good healthy stuff. But anyway,
Oh
back to the
yeah.
topic. So what I was going to say now, brother, I know you've been following the situation with her and the other guy that used to be on the internet. If a person is showing you that they don't want you and they've told you they don't want you, wouldn't that be them making a fool of themselves, crying about a guy that don't want them over the internet, like crying and whining on the internet about a
Mhm.
person that don't want you? Ain't that them making a fool of themselves?
That's stonkish behavior.
Exactly. The man didn't want to be bothered with her. So she made a fool. And what I didn't like about what she did, she lied on me and said that I had filmed both of those individuals at a
Hmm.
hotel. And I've never been to San Francisco. I've been to
Right.
California before. I've been to LA. I've been to Sacramento. I've been to Rancho Cucamonga. I've been
Right.
to Weed, California when I was driving for night transportation going up to Oregon. But I've never been to the Bay Area. So for her to lie and say that I had sent her video footage, like, lady, don't put me in your lies. You know, you crying on the internet over this guy that didn't want you. You
Mm.
made yourself look like a fool. And I used to open up my panel for her to come and
Yeah,
address her grievances. You know, even though she lied on me, sometimes I'm a person of second chances, which has got me into trouble, and I would let her come on and vent, but it got to the point to where they wanted to control my platform. Her and, no, they wanted to control me. And when
right.
I feel like a person is controlling me, I just cut them off. And
That's
that's
it.
what they'll do too, folks. They'll try to control you. And when you take that control back, then they'll turn on you and start talking about you. I mean, these people are outrageous. And then it was something else I was going to mention. Also, never never give them your personal social media page. I've seen videos where folks have gone, heard testimony from other people that
Hmm.
are true, where these people in this group have gone after people's grandchildren. They've gone after family members. They've contacted family members.
Yes,
It's bad. It's bad, and you gotta be careful.
that's it. You got to treat these YouTube streets like on the outside of this app. You got to use your discernment and just choose wisely, make wise decisions and better decisions. Because the truth of the matter is that all of this is is mess, and I understand that the enemy is using these folks. The devil's going to use people to attack you, to tear you down. He's going to do that. But you got to be strong enough. If you got to take a break, and then come back and try it again. But never, ever let anybody silence you. Come on, you don't have to address them. Just come on, do your your content, and that helps to keep your voice, because we all have a voice that needs to be heard. Some voices need to be shut down, but God's going to deal with all of that in His timing. So I think we covered a lot.
Well, I think there was one more because remember when I mentioned about the cult earlier, and you said we'll get to that a little later.
Yeah,
What
let's talk
what
about
did
that.
you? Yeah. So what did you want to ask me about that? You talk about the cult church I was in,
Oh, where I
or like
knew
what were you talking about in particular?
we'll I, we'll we'll do another video of that. That's too much to
Oh, oh, okay.
yeah.
But yeah, getting back to them, I'm not gonna address them any like after this live here, I'm not
Mhm.
gonna address them because right now my attention is focusing on other things. Like we got a lot of things going on in our world, brother. We
Yes.
ice is out of control. We
Yeah.
got
Oh
a demonic president in office starting trouble with other countries. The
yeah.
Bible is coming to life right before our eyes. And while
Yeah.
these demons is on here trying to slander and perjure our names and stuff, they need to be trying to get saved because heaven and hell are real.
Oh yes.
Heaven and hell are real, and those people are headed to the lake of fire if they don't repent and stop. But they're reprobates. But
That's it.
we're living in a time like never before. ICE
Absolutely.
is out of control. I hope you do a live about that one day. I would love to come on your panel and
Oh
talk
yeah.
about that.
I
Um,
definitely want to do that.
that's where my attention is more focused. Uh, I don't know about Illinois, but I know they got a lot of them down here. A lot of them has been dispatched down here. So, they've been snatching up people and it's been
Mm.
protests. And I don't know about if I think they are in Illinois. But, brother, I'm going to pray for your protection that they don't bother you. Keep
Yeah.
me in prayer. I
Absolutely.
haven't ran into them yet, but I've heard and have seen like news stories about what they're doing down here. But we
Right.
are definitely in the last days. So,
Yes.
but let's close out with prayer. I'm gonna let you close out first.
Before we do that, let me ask you this: where do you
Oh,
see yourself um, in the next few years
oh,
concerning social media?
um, concerning social media, well, I'm gonna talk to you about that privately. What Father got me doing, but as far as YouTube, uh, I'm just gonna only use YouTube to like watch videos and stuff. I'm not going to make content on here. I don't want these hyenas and these vipers to try to destroy anything that I got going on YouTube. But
Absolutely.
I will talk to you about outside of here about what Father has me doing. But
Absolutely.
where I see myself in a few years, though, in a good place. Like I said, these individuals are under my feet. But
That's
I got a lot of goals that I want to accomplish and will accomplish.
that,
Uh, and one day, brother, I look forward to meeting you one day.
absolutely.
I
Absolutely.
look forward because you're only 6 hours from me. So, I mean, I look forward to meeting you one day. That'll
Abs-
really give something to talk about. But
Oh, the
I
two
look forward to
pedals got
meeting you one
hooked
day.
up.
Huh?
I said the titles in the lines will be the pedals done hooked up.
Yeah, oh, you know it. Oh, you know it. But Father, or stop their mouth. But
Absolutely.
where do you see yourself on social media? Like, I would like to. Oh, and I want to bring this to your attention. I'm glad that came up. Thank you, Father. The boogeyman also mentioned about your other social media pages. So I just want you to be careful.
My pages
This
are
guy,
private.
the guy's a stalker. He mentioned about your other social media pages. So he's stalking you. So
My page,
just be careful.
my
Just be
pages
careful.
are private, so there's
Yeah.
no way he can follow. me unless he
No.
makes a request. And I
Right.
haven't took any requests from anybody over the
Yeah.
last few months. So
So where do you see yourself on social media in a few years?
I see myself still doing the will of the Lord despite the opposition and what's being said. My assignment was to come here to minister to God's people and to encourage them and to love on them and to inspire them and strengthen them. And that's what I plan to continue to do. I plan to start um, figuring out TikTok and Instagram even the more so I can do more on them platforms. But I see myself in a good place, in a great place in God, um, in the next few years. I'm experiencing quite a bit of growth on my first channel, so that's good. Now I'm
Yeah.
just trying to build up my other two channels, and I'm not worried about my channels going anywhere because they're not my channels; they're God's channels. I put my channels in God's hands, and so if they're gonna do what they're gonna do, they're gonna have to fight with God. But I see myself in a good place, in a good place.
That's, that's good, my brother. That's good. Where what was I about to say? So what direction do you see your channels going to within the next 6 months? Like, are you going to are you going to have like discussions with where you have a panel of discussions with like what people's beliefs are? Because I was thinking um down the road, if you wanted to do a show with me about
Mhm.
the Hebrew Israelites, because I'm a Hebrew Israelite, and I wanted to share what we are and what we're not, because there's been some misconceptions
Mhm.
about Hebrew Israelites, and I want to clear
Those things.
those up. So I would like, if when we both have free time, if you would like to do a show on that, and I can take people to the scriptures to show that we are the real people of the book.
Right.
Black, Hispanics, and Native Americans, we are Israel. And the people that you see over there today, they're not the people. They stole our identity. But that's for a different show. That's for a
Absolutely.
different show.
Absolutely. So I'm going to do things like that. Um, have religious conversations and things like that. Uh, because it's important that the people are informed. And I need them to know that nobody's trying to force anything on them, just giving you information. Now, what you do with that information is going to be on you. So I see myself in a great place. Just before I pray, St. Louis, what would you tell other folks, children, other adults that are being bullied and harassed and stalked on social media? What would you tell them to encourage them to keep them going?
I would encourage them to stay strong. For one, stay strong. Parents, parents, if you got children that are being bullied on social media, for one, monitor what your kids are doing on social media. Monitor their Facebook, Instagram, YouTube. If your child is being bullied, let them know that they can talk about it.
Yes.
Anybody that's of the LGBT community that's being bullied, now watch, they're gonna say, I knew he
Uh-huh.
was LGBT. No, I'm not. I don't like to see nobody bullied. But
Absolutely.
atheists, Muslim, Buddhist, Hindu, LGBT, non-L, I don't like to see nobody bullied.
Right.
Anybody that's being bullied that's of the LGBT community, y'all got rights on this app. So if you hear somebody using the F slang,
Mm-hmm.
just report it. Anybody that's being bullied because of their height, weight, uh, the way they look, the way their teeth look, you're being bullied, you got a right to report it. Stay strong, document everything. Do like what we did with our petitions. Oh, yeah, I wanted to bring that up. Thank you, Father. The boogeyman lied and had told on his live that we made a post, that we made a change.org petition to get Reed's mother put out on the street. I said that's a lie
Lord.
because when you made yours, I made mine, and Priscilla made hers, and somebody else that made one about somebody DNA test and about calling for the process. I ain't gonna say who made that one, but I signed that one. Calling for the prosecution of No Dove about faking that DNA test. I signed that one. But the
Mm,
one about Reed's mother, I said, now
that's a lot.
funny that the boogeyman seen that about Reed's mother, but nobody else did. Now, is it possible you went and made the
Mm,
petition, clown, and you're trying to make Reed think we did it? You the one said you seen it. I
mm,
find it funny that every time you say you seen something, nobody else is seeing it, but you see it. Because when that petition was made about Reed, there was nothing in there about his mother being put out on no street. It was
right.
about Reed's behavior and what he's online doing. His mother was not mentioned in no petition. So that's the lie that the clown made up. So
Mm,
if
mm.
there is a petition to get Reed's mother
Yeah,
put out on the street, clown, you put it out there because we didn't.
that's right.
But the one about that DNA test, I signed that one. I,
Yeah.
I want I want Danielle Brown prosecuted for that. That I
Mm,
did sign. The person that I ain't gonna say who made it, but they
right.
made it and they sent it to I signed it. And I'm gonna send it, I'm gonna send you their petition. I signed it.
Okay.
It's got over 14 signatures so far, and I signed it, and mine made 15. And I'll
Right.
send it to you so you can sign it.
Oh, sounds
Yep,
good.
yep.
Sounds good.
So you want me to close out and you end it, or you want to close out with prayer and then I end it?
Uh, it doesn't matter.
Okay. Father, we just want to just thank you for this live stream. Father, before we go any further, forgive us of any iniquities that we have committed, Father.
Yeah.
Forgive us of any sins known and unknown. Father, we thank you for waking us up this morning. We thank you for giving us life, health, and strength. We thank you for sending your son, Yahweh Shai. We
Yeah.
thank you for him. I plead the blood of Yahweh Shai over this live, Father.
Oh, yes.
Thank you for my brother Eagles right here, Father. Protect his reputation. Protect his channel, Father.
Yeah.
Protect his channel, Father. Protect Unspoken. Protect Essie Berry, Alec, Paradise, Priscilla, Mookie, Shadow,
Yeah.
uh, Miss Virginia, Linda Dorsey, and those who have been affected by the individuals that's been harassing us. And Father, I pray that you deal with our enemies. You said in your word that you will make Esau bare and you will destroy his foundations. You said in your word that you would stop the mouths of liars and that you would break the teeth of the wicked, Father. Father,
Yeah.
I pray that YouTube channels of those individuals will start coming down, Father.
Oh,
Father,
yeah.
I pray that you will raise up an army of men and strong women that will expose these individuals, people in other sectors that we don't even know that have had issues with these people. You said in your word, what's done in the dark will come to the light.
Yeah.
Father, I pray that you will stop the mouth of this false prophet that's been playing with your name and slandering and defaming your people, Father. I pray that you will stop his mouth and shut his channel down, Father. Any wicked witchcraft, burning people names in paper. Whatever is done by the false prophet, Father, may it be returned unto sender, Father. We
Yeah.
give you thanks, Father. We praise your holy name, Father. We give you praise, Father. We thank you for another day that you allowed us to live.
Yeah.
And we thank you for everything
Yes,
and
Lord.
everything. And let everyone that has breath praise your name.
Yeah.
Hallelujah.
Bless you.
Baruch Hashem Elohim Adonai. Blessed is he who comes in the name of Yahweh. Peace, everybody. I'm about to drop down.
All right. Thank you for doing this live with me, Michael. I really, really, really appreciate it. I'm going to do more lives like this one on one with um, with content creators so that I can get their perspectives on how they ended up where we are today. It's always important to share these experiences. And Priscilla, my sister, if I don't know if you've ever done a live before, uh, but I would actually, if you're willing, would actually like to have you come up and share your perspective on the situation that's going on with cyberbullying and harassment and how we can end it in in a positive way, because we need to be able to come and shine light and share good news and joy and peace, and we should be able to do that without being harassed or bullied over the smallest little insignificance. So you're welcome, sis. So I'm going to be reaching out to some other folks so that I can just have them come up and we can chat it up and see where their perspective and their minds are. Okay, I'll just strike it. And if anybody sees my logo on his channel, just send it to me so I can handle it. And he's probably live streaming it now, and that's okay. But nobody's bothering Reed, so why come over and try to use intimidation tactics and things? He's a part of the story, so you can't tell half the story and show folks the process in which folks take to try to harm folks. And that's what this live was all about. It was all about trying to show people and educate people. I see you, St. Louis, give me a minute. To educate and show people the steps and the method that folks take to try to destroy another human being's life.
I wanted to come back up here real quick. I just seen that myself. Let me say this. With him, I've done nothing but try to help this boy. Call him a boy because he's not a man. A real man ain't gonna be doing this. I tried to help this boy when he would call me at 1 and 2 o'clock in the morning. I got audio of this, so if he wants to lie,
Mhm.
I can give it to Alec and have Alec put it out there. He would call me and tell me he wanted to unalive himself. When Yolanda put out his address, he was angry. He wanted to go after her. I tried to help him in that aspect of telling him how to report it to get it taken down. See, he ain't gonna do that. But
Right.
see, he won't call me Lucifer and all of that.
Uh-huh.
Well, but you're the one that's burning people names in the toilet, sir. You're the one that's making threats. You threatened Sparkle yesterday talking about what you would do to Sparkle's corpse. but you want to call somebody else Lucifer. I think, matter of fact, I'm gonna start calling him Prophet Lucifer. That's gonna be his name, Prophet Lucifer. I've done nothing but try to help this boy. And Eagles didn't do anything to him. All Eagles asked him was to not use his photo.
That's
Then,
it.
to retaliate, he started coming after Nicole and I forgot the other young lady's name.
Tara.
Yeah, Tara. He was threatening them. I got audio of that where he was threatening both of them.
And he's
So,
still doing it
huh?
with his. He's still doing it with his crazy self.
Oh, he's still threatening both of them.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, what has he
I just
said lately?
He took the video down before I could get it.
Was it this year?
Mm-hmm.
Oh wow, because now the one I sent you, he was threatening Sparkle yesterday. He
Right.
was talking about wishing death on
And
Sparkle and
I
what,
got that to him.
yeah.
I got
But
it to him.
I didn't know he threatened Nicole and them again. See,
Yeah,
and
they
then
all go ahead.
and he wonders why he gets these strikes on his channel. And then when we strike his channel, he wants to say we're harassing him. But yet we're over here having a conversation, and Danielle sends you over here to cause confusion. You know what I'm saying? It's like
Yep.
Reed doesn't have no content. He's a clout chaser. He's using my name for clout, using your name for clout. The other day
Mm-hmm.
he was calling the other day he lied and said that we were sending one love to his channel. I don't even talk to that person. So Danielle and Lynetta is just filling you up with a bunch of lies, kid, because they trying to get your channel taken. You even said yourself that Danielle don't like you. He's telling you this stuff to get your channel taken. Cause I'm telling you, if I hear my voice on that live stream, I'm coming for that channel. I'm letting you know, Alec, if you hear my voice on that channel, let me know. I'm striking the channel. I'm just letting it know. I'm letting them know now.
That's
If you
it.
play this audio of my voice, I'm striking your channel. If
That's
I
it.
see my logo with my lion with the seraphim eyes, if I see that on your channel, I'm striking that one. I'm gonna strike it for using my logo because my logo is copyrighted. All of my work that I create, I copyright my stuff. So if I see it, I'm striking it. You need to go somewhere and you need to get you some deliverance. Anytime you can film yourself urinating in the toilet with people's names on in the toilet, burning people's names, and then saying it's not witchcraft, brother. I hope you explain this to him. It is witchcraft.
I
When
did.
you,
It is.
yeah, yeah,
It's crap
you
all.
right, burning people's names and then making electric chairs, calling it after our names. You just showing how demonic and satanic you are. Mr. Lucifer, Mr. Prophet Lucifer, I tried to help you, sir. I mean, we over here having a conversation and you want attention. So I'm gonna give you the attention you looking for today. I hear my voice. You gonna get some strikes on your channel today. That's all I came back up here to say. Finish rocking your show, brother.
Right.
Peace out.
Thank you for coming. So I thank all of you that showed up, even if it was some of them on the other side, hiding in the clouds. It's all right. Ain't no distraction over here. I'm going to get ready so I can go, so I can rest my voice because my throat is a little scratchy from sleeping with the window open and my sinuses and things are still carrying on. But anyway, thank all of you for showing up. I appreciate it. Michael, appreciate it. Thank you for coming and hearing not only the stories and the method and the process that folks will take to damage your integrity and your character, We appreciate that. I pray that it's been informative for you all, uh, that you all got something out of this live. I'm getting ready to shut it down, but I want to remind you all that on Tuesday night, I've posted my video giving my opinion on the Bishop Marvin L. Winans situation and issue. That's part one. There's a second part, and God help me, because I can't. I know I just got to be being pumped with this story. But that's up, and it will premiere on Tuesday night at 7:15. Then I have another video that's going to premiere Wednesday night at 7:15. It's an interesting story. It is not for children. Let me say this, because I didn't say it in my video. But this video is for mature audience, because in the article that I share with you, there is some some violence that took place. There are things of violation that took place, and if you don't want to have to explain to your children some of the stuff that I talk about in this video, please keep all children out of the room. When the children are out of the room, when they are asleep, and you choose to listen to it, then I encourage you to do that. I also put in the beginning a trigger warning. I created a thumbnail and put it in there so that to warn you that if it's going to trigger you in a bad way, I want you to exit, because I don't want you to be triggered in a bad way or have your mind set, your peace of mind disturbed over it, because it's a real bad story. I shared with them, and I shared in the video that I usually don't read the articles until I do the video, because I want that same shock value that you all, the listeners, is going to experience. Those gasps that that you just can't believe what happened. But you're going to see how one man turned a whole group of folks' lives upside down, inside out, ruined them because of his actions. And then he pulls other human beings, other people in his mess to be on a sinking ship. It's sad. It's sad how it happened, and it became a domino effect. Then you'll see why this, I don't even want to call him a man. You'll see why this demon has affected and sent a domino effects with a whole bunch of people. So tune in on Tuesday and Wednesday for those videos. I'm gonna go back and do part 2 of the Marvin L. Winans story, because there's some things that came out through the confession of evangelist Roberta McCoy. So it's going to be good. So you all tune in for that. Let's see. Rap Boy Coffee. You watch Croc Smooth. I'm not familiar with Croc Smooth, but I will try to locate his channel or her channel and take a look at their videos and subscribe. So Reed is of the devil and he wants it. Yes, he does. Yes, he does. This was great content also. Sis, that's coming. That's coming too. That's coming too. I've done the thumbnail and also I'm all prepared to do one on Jamal Bryant and all this foolishness that took place. So that'll be coming out soon, sis. All right. It's time for me to go so I can rest my voice. I thank all of you. I thank all of you for coming out to show support. If you will like this live, like, comment, share, and subscribe if you will. But leave me a comment in the comment section just so that I can know what's your thoughts on this live, and we can continue the communication down below in the chat, in the comment section. All right, you all be blessed and you all be safe and enjoy the rest of your day. And I will catch you on Tuesday night at 7:15. God bless you. God bless you. I blocked that person that were a troll. Okay, thank you, sis. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. All right, I'm out of here. You all have a blessed and safe day and enjoy the rest of it. And I will see you on Tuesday night. Bye for now.